Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here. This is just a quick one where I'm just going to go over some things here. First off, if there's any beginner pilots out there, do not choose this radio. I mean, it's pretty confusing even for me, and I've been flying for over a year now, and this radio was a little confusing to me. I actually had to get some info from In the Tube Deep, and so basically what's happening is, if I go here, I'll show you, page, alright, hold on, oh, wait a minute, I gotta go here first. No, wrong one, just the run tab, there we go, okay. So we go to 6, page 6. Now this is my mixer. This is the mixing section. I have everything set up. I would like to have my throttle down on channel 3, as you can see right here, but for some reason it switched it on me. It just automatically switched it on me by itself. I don't know how it did that or why it did that, but I had to switch it around inside of the receiver to make it right instead of just messing with anything, because I finally got this thing right. So basically what we have here is we have elevator. Oh, it works. We got left, we got right. Okay, flaps are working. We got the flaps working. Those are all good to go. I actually have to go in here and fine tune it and even out the elevators and stuff. But our rudders are working now. Throttle's working. Throttle's working. The gear works too. Swept wing is working. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here we go. And then swept wing out. Do I have this thing? There we go. Okay, I was zoomed in too much. Okay, here we go. Now we got it. There's a better look at it. Then we got wings out. So the F-14 is in ready condition. My only thing is so I'm gonna put the wings back here, but I want you guys to see something. When I go left and right, you see how those ailerons are moving? I do not want those ailerons moving at all. I actually want them to stay still and just have my V-tail working, kind of like a delta in the back here, while the wings are back. I don't want the ailerons to move at all, and I can't figure out how to do that or how to mix it out while it's in swept wing. I don't know if I have to go while it's in swept wing and then go in here while that switch is down and then go in here and put my ailerons. Maybe take the 100% off, I don't know. Maybe have to take the ailerons and, hold on a second. Maybe take the ailerons and move that down to like 0 or something so that they don't move while it's in swept wing, because I do not want those things moving while it's in swept wing. I just heard some bad things about it. If those ailerons are moving while you're in swept wing, the wind deflection that comes off the plane naturally as you're flying, it makes it wobble, and I don't want it to wobble when I have it in swept wing. When I do the maiden flight on this, I'm actually not going to sweep wing it the first flight. I just want to make sure that she's all dialed in and good, and then once I can figure out how to take those ailerons out of play while it's in swept wing, then I'll have no problem going sweep wing all the time and, you know, flying in swept wing, maybe even landing in swept wing, I don't know. But as of right now, until I can get those ailerons to stop moving while the plane's in swept wing mode, it is what it is. We're going to be flying it with the wings out. But a maiden's a maiden, and just to get this thing up and flying, I mean, I've had this plane for like 4 months now. I finally got this Tyrannus compatible with it, and everything's working correctly. Everything's working right. It looks good. It's time to fly it. Hopefully everything goes good. I'm sure it will. Knock on wood, we haven't had too many bad things happen over the summer so far. No major crashes anyway, so this would be a catastrophe if this plane decided to just not work while it's in the air. I'm hoping that the Tyrannus does not let me down. I really am. I'm hoping it doesn't. I don't foresee any problems, but you know, anything can happen. It's a new radio system. I've only flown one plane on this radio system, and that's my Dynam Tempest. And I liked it. It works. I mean, it's good. It lets me know when it's getting too far away. It'll tell me, hey, get the fuck back, you know, you're going too far away. I do like that aspect of it. I like how it alerts me when my battery, you know, if the battery's getting a little too low in the plane, or if the battery's getting too low in the radio, it'll alert me. I don't have to keep looking down. It'll just say, hey, the battery's down, your power's going down. There's a lot of features that I like about the Taranis, but it's not beginner friendly. If this is the first radio you start with, then this will be a great radio for you. But when you go from flying on a Tactic to switching over to one of these, the Tactic's very straightforward. I mean, let me take that back. It's not that it's straightforward, it's just what I got used to using. If I had started with this one originally, then I would know this radio inside and out. I would have had, you know, a good year to a year and a half of playing around with it. But the bottom line is I didn't, so I have to refamiliarize myself with a new radio system, and that's basically what's going on right now. Is just trying to work out all the bugs and figure this radio system out so that I can make it my radio system of choice. Right now, I find myself going back to my Tactic a lot, especially for anything under 6 channels. 6 channels or under, I usually go right back to the Tactic because I know, like, boom, boom, boom. It's like clockwork. I know how to do it. I know how to set it up. But as of right now, she's ready to fly. Maybe not in swept wing, but she is ready to fly. I do have an extra channel. I'm only using 7 channels right now. I have an extra channel, so if there's anything that I have to do to maybe wire the ailerons somehow, some way right into the receiver so that I can take those ailerons out in swept wing, leave a comment below. If any of you guys have any ideas, please leave a comment below. Let me know how I would do that. I spoke to RC Geek about it for a little while in a little chat, but really couldn't understand, you know, how he was doing it. So if there's someone out there that can help me out with this to get those ailerons to stop moving in swept wing, that would be great. I would love to maiden this thing and sweep it back. I really would. But for right now, the maiden flight is going to be non-swept, just maiden flight. So it is what it is, guys. It's more than an $800 investment that I'm going to have flying through the air. And if I don't feel comfortable sweeping the wings, I'm not going to sweep them. That's just the way it is. There's no reason to do something if you're not 100% sure of the outcome of the consequences you're going to have to deal with. Can be pretty tough when you're dealing with planes of this type of value. So I'm always careful. I'm always very careful when I do these things. So if there's anyone out there that knows how I can get those ailerons to stop moving in the tube deep. Also, I would like to know how, if I accidentally have my flaps down and I hit swept wing, is there anything that I can do so that those flaps go back up and then it sweep wings? It doesn't sweep them while the flaps are down, because that would be a shitty situation too. I'd have to order 2 brand new wings or deal with some nasty repairs. So yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you that the F-14 is good to go. She's ready to go. Just a couple of little things that I want to dial in on it and change, and then other than that, she's good to go. Again, this is Dave's RC. This is Dave, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.